Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The real reason players, womanizers, and dogs do what they do. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. They do what they do for one simple reason. Because they can. Hey, seriously. You know, I was inspired to do this. I was talking with a lady friend that, let's just say she dealt with a blatant womanizer. And she's still trying to figure out, like, you know how ladies, or shoot, men too, haters of player haters, they be trying to come up with all this psychological stuff and trying to put down the player and wonder why they do it. Well, maybe this happened to them during their childhood. You know, maybe this went on for them, or they this or that. Oh, we're going to pray for him. No, they do what they do because they can. Shoot, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep or anything. See, understand something. Players got a choice. Womanizers got a choice. Everybody has a choice. But at the same time, anyway, at the same time, you can only do what you're capable of doing. Now, here's the thing. If a man, he can want to be a player, he can want to be a womanizer, he can want to be a straight up dog. And you got plenty of guys out there. Let's just keep it a buck. There's plenty of guys wish they could just dog out women, have women coming in and out, you know, like have women that'll let them cheat, or have a woman they could cheat on and say, I'm sorry, baby, and they back in. Women who let them get away with stuff, women them bringing them pleasure, money, a plate. Let's just be real. But let's be real. Most men don't have it like that. Most men don't have it like that. Most men don't have that player, womanizer, dog. Not even just don't have it in them. But even if they do all this stuff and take all this advice, even my advice, if it ain't in them, it ain't in them. You know? And then even despite everything else, the women still have to agree. Because, see, that's the one thing. And I've told several women that they dealt with some player or something, got dogged. I was like, well, why'd you deal with them? Because a lot of times a player, dog, womanizer is giving signs of their nature. But you got a lot of women out there who want to be player tamers. You got a lot of women out there want that challenge. So, you know, there ain't no innocent parties in it. But the player, he does it ain't because of some stuff. Now, he could try to act like, he could try to pretend like, oh, I was just treated so well, or I got this mommy issue and all of that. Yeah, you got some guys with mommy issues, and they the nicest guys. They trying to be good guys. Shoot, you got some guys who are just generally good guys. They want to be monogamous and everything. They want to do everything they can for a woman. And they will do it. But if you talk about the players, the dogs, ladies, men, whatever, they do it because they can. That's just that simple. It ain't that deep. Everybody try to make shit deeper than it is. They can't. Now, of course, you get the women. They try to see the women. I'm gonna hit y'all with some. The women who get dogged by those guys, or played, or they lost the challenge. Their biggest issue is they trying to find some justification. It's like, no, he did it because he felt like it. Seriously. And the haters, the guys who, or they try to say something wrong, or they try to act like they're better than that guy. Well, apparently not in women's eyes. He had something that the women wanted, right? He had something. He just doing him. Hell, let's just be real. A lot of any true womanizer, player, even dog, the pussy get handed to them. And they take it. Because they can. Because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. People act like monogamy is just such a natural thing and everything. Bullshit. 80% of the world allows polygamy. Or polygyny. Technically, it's polygyny when it's the man. It's polyandry when it's the woman with multiple mates. And let's be real, a lot of women, if they could have multiple husbands or multiple men, and many of them do, shit, they'll do it. And shit, the women do it because they can. You know, seriously, let's just be real. People only monogamous because they might not have any other choices. I mean, it's just a fact. You might not have a choice. It's easy to be monogamous if you can't get another mate. Because, yeah, you can get that rare guy who's capable of getting multiple women, capable of being a player, but for whatever reason decides he doesn't want to. And let me emphasize the word rare. Shit, I knew this dude. I ain't gonna call his name. He did say I could talk about him though, as long as I don't call his name. For years, I thought he had a low count. For years. He was like, me and her open. It's like shit. Me and her we've invited some other women into it. I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, so he was capable. I thought he was capable of it. I said, shit, I gotta throw that one out. I can't use that as an example anymore of a guy not playing around. I ain't gonna identify him any more than he might already be identified. But nah, that's just the thing though. That's just the thing. There's very few men who can get multiple women who, quite frankly, gonna be totally loyal. Shoot, some women know it. They know who they got. And some women conveniently look the other way. I've heard from several guys, shit, they told their women they did something or they cheated or something. And the woman's like, okay, because they knew. They knew. But because they can. They can. And it's not even because, and like I said, the women play a part because plenty of men wish they could do that. Plenty of men wanted to. And if somebody come on here, let me, because I was actually trained to like kill arguments before. I was trained to kill arguments before they even pop up. Don't come on here and say, oh, all men can do it. No, because if all men could do it like that, I wouldn't even be doing car videos. I'd probably be just doing pure motivational videos. I wouldn't need to do relationship stuff. That wouldn't be a major deal. Because you wouldn't need my information if all men were capable of it. Now, most men might want that, but they can't. They don't got the attractive force, the game, level of conversation, what they need to actually make it work, to actually make something happen. Most men don't, but the ones who do, oh yeah, they got that great power. They're going to use that shit. They're going to use it because they can. Because ask yourself this. Let's put yourselves in their position. It's easy to say, oh, be loyal, or just have one woman. It's easy to tell. It sounds good on paper. But, as I said, you get the women, if you get, let's look at it like this. You're a dude, women think of you as attractive, right? They gonna start trying to get you. They scheming on you. They plot. And one of the most powerful forces on the planet, I'm just gonna say this, people, and this ain't no pandering or anything like that. Anybody think it's pandering, don't got any game. Anybody think what I'm about to say, but ain't nothing more vicious than, more powerful than a woman decides she want to give a man some pussy. And when they decide, when they make that decision, when they go in full seduction mode, only thing that keeps him from being seduced, only thing that keeps him from being seduced is the woman with him just got better at holding on. She gonna make him that plate. She gonna make him that plate. He ain't gonna want to. It's like this woman told me one time. She make love to a man in such a way, he ain't gonna want to cheat. And then even if he did anyway, he would know he messed up. Now ultimately he gonna cheat whether he want to or not. But think about it. You got a guy, right? And he might be trying to be goody-goody, but you got constant women wearing those like nice short dresses, showing those thighs, being friendly, stroking his ego, bringing him a plate. Shoot. It's only a matter of time. Just blatantly, drop something in front of him and like, casually show him her ass. Shit. So it's going to be tough. And he's like, well, damn, she handed it to me. Because that really is a thing. If you look at the men at the top of the pyramid, I label them Mr. Goodbars because women see them as like chocolate that they have to like just indulge. It's hard for them to be like, no. And that's usually the case. That's usually the case. In fact, I'm on the private email group. I ain't gonna say who's in it, but someone had shared this video of this older woman having sex with her best friend's son. I'm gonna put that in the description box. She already knew. She pretty much went there. She went there. Because when women get in seduction mode, and man, he got a nice looking woman gonna do all this stuff, spread her legs, back it up, get on her knees for him. What do you think he gonna do? And he gonna do it because he can. It's just a simple thing. Now, I even got into that because too often people try to make shit more complicated than what it is. Or they try to act like some shit is just normal. Like I say, 80% of the world, polygyny is normal. 80% of the world. %80 of the world. Trust me, many cultures is normal. Shit, religions, it's normal. It's just very normal. It is what it is. So if a man got that ability, if he got that power, he got the attractiveness, he doing it because he wants to. Now, if for whatever reason you get that rare, and I'm saying rare at this point, like I said, one dude, I thought he was real cool. He's like, nah, man, we've been open. So I'm like, I can't think of anybody now who had that ability, who ain't like putting it to use. I can't think of anybody. Seriously. Because they can't. And like I said, let me say something about that open thing too. There's a lot more open relationships. Women would prefer to have the man to herself, right? She would very much prefer that. That's the ultimate thing. But they also realistic. They know they got to share. And in those situations, as long as the man is at least satisfying her handling his business and everything, she good. Because she's just realistic. As I said before, women are very pragmatic. They know what they got. They know what's up. Shit. Sometimes if they got a little freaky in them, they'll bring in the third woman. Happens more than y'all realize. Shit. So, yeah, because they can. Now, I know somebody will still say, well, it's wrong. Wrong for what? You got religions that say, hey, it's okay. Hey, you got religions say it's okay. Now, if your religion they don't ever have a problem, okay, that's fine. But everybody don't agree with you. Most of the world don't agree with you. And it's going to happen anyway. It ain't going to change. Especially in this day and age, too. You got a lot of guys pulling away from women. Shit. Those guys who had maybe 4 women on standby or 4 women in the rotation, they're gonna be looking up like, damn, wait a minute. You got 7 women in the rotation now. But it is what it is. Because they can. I know my comments are going to be interesting. Get the usual couple who they going to agree and talk about all their women and stuff. Some of them going to be for real. I know I get the usual cap. Man, it is what it is. I ain't even mad about it no more. I just say, you know what? I take them at their word. But it is what it is. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go in and get some vittles and shit. Yeah, come on, man. That's all you looking at their legs back there. They kind of old though, man. All right, well, as long as you like. Yeah, this dude checking out these women crossing the crosswalk. Oh my God. Anyway, I gotta go in here and do what I do, y'all. Anyway, so remember that next time you see that player, they running through a bunch of women, because they can. And some women, you wonder, well, why he do this to me? Because he could. Now, just real quick, I ain't gonna say it's right or wrong, it just is. You know, sometimes you just gotta say, you know, it just is. Don't lose sleep over it. Anyway, yeah, it is shorter than usual, but schedule's kind of thrown off this week for reasons. Well, yeah, I don't need to know. I don't tell people everything. You know? I don't tell people everything. So anyway, I get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.